toast to the heroes. 75 years ago, the guns fell silent at the end of the war in Europe. We take this opportunity to remember the enormous sacrifice, courage and determination of people from all walks of life who saw us through those dark and terrifying times. Whilst today we might find ourselves separated from those we love, we can take solace that we will indeed soon meet again. Please join me in raising a glass wherever you are to absent friends and in recognition of those heroes of the World War II. To those who gave so much, we thank you. The toast.
For the VE Day 75th commemorations, I'd like to read a poem by an airman, a pilot, an Anglo-American pilot serving with the Royal Canadian Air Force as part of the Royal Air Force in 1941. He was a Spitfire pilot. He was sadly killed in a mid-air collision, but before he died he'd written a number of poems, of which this is one. High Flight. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced on the skies on laughter silvered wings. Someward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things that you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung, high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along, and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up, the long delirious burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark or ever eagle flew. And while with silent lifting mind I've trod the high untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God. It's a dedication to all the Allied servicemen and women and civilians who gave their lives for our freedom 75 years ago.
Yesterday morning at 2:41 a.m. at General Eisenhower's headquarters, General Jodl, the representative of the German High Command, and of Grand Admiral Dönitz, the designated head of the German state, signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied expeditionary forces and simultaneously to the Soviet High Command. Hostilities will end officially at 1 minute after midnight tonight, Tuesday, the 8th of May. We may allow ourselves a brief period of rejoicing. Today is Victory in Europe Day. Tomorrow will also be Victory in Europe Day. But let us not forget for a moment the toils and efforts that lie ahead. Japan, with all her treachery and greed, remains unsubdued. The injuries she has inflicted upon Great Britain, the United States and other countries, and her detestable cruelties call for justice and retribution. We must now devote all our strength and resources to the completion of our tasks, both at home and abroad. Advance, Britannia! Long live the cause of freedom! God save the King!